What's up, guys? It's me, JOYSTXZ, live from my game room, and I've got another video for you. Guess what day it is? It's Freestyle Friday! Freestyle Friday! And I'm here to bring some news to you. Alright, so guess what? I'm not going to have another Freestyle Friday video out before next week, next Tuesday, and that's a big day. Let me tell you why, because there's a little game called Halo 5 that's coming out. This is such a huge game for a lot of people. I mean, so many people grew up on Halo. I know I did. I remember the old LAN parties when people come over on the weekends. Parents were out of town, and it was just full of harassment and cussing and lots of junk food. Those were the days. Anyway, Halo 5 is coming out. Also, next week too is when the Xbox Elite controller also drops. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm definitely picking one up. I know my last video, I had a lot of response on the Xbox One Elite controller. Turns out that there's actually a lot of people that are going to be picking that controller up, and I'm going to be one of them. Back to Halo though, I'm not entirely sure of the storyline. I haven't even looked up to try to figure out anything because I just kind of want to wait and see how it plays out. I know I've talked to a couple guys that are wanting to do the same thing, just kind of see how the storyline progresses and go from there. So it's kind of a mystery to me, so I'm super excited. But speaking about Halo, another game that I'd like to talk about, you remember back in the days where there was that little game called Halo 3? And the only way you could get the Halo 3 beta was that you had to buy Crackdown. And what was Crackdown? Only one of the baddest ass games there ever was, because who doesn't love being a cop that gets to whoop the shit out of everybody all the time? You get stronger, you progress, first you're picking up a boulder, next you're picking up a semi and you're throwing it halfway across the country. That's badass. Well, guess what? Crackdown 3, yep, we all know it's official, but guess what else is happening? It's going to be out next year, and not to mention the fact that this Crackdown 3, big news, the entire world is destructible. You can destroy everything. Everything. Grand Theft Auto, I know you can like jump out of helicopters and do tricks and stuff, and you know, you can, but imagine like where the helicopter lands on top of the roof, you can destroy that shit. You can do that in Crackdown 3. Not to mention you can like jump an entire football field, which is killer too. So anyway, Crackdown 3 coming out. I wanted to just tell everybody that the entire environment is actually destructible. They've got some new technology with this cloud to where a lot of times the processing power to do something like that is just completely over demanding and kind of like maxes out the system. But they have a new cloud technology to where it can kind of pull from it when it needs to for the extra processing power, which is actually really freaking cool. Moving on, another games that we're hoping comes out. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up, I had a PlayStation 1, one of the best games I would never forget. I actually picked it up in a Sears. This is back in the day now. Picked it up from Sears, and that game was called Crash Bandicoot. Well, there's a bunch of websites out there that want everybody, they were trying so hard to get Crash Bandicoot in the process of being made. Well, here's the thing. Everybody probably knows who is a follower or a fan of the Crash Bandicoot series that Activision now owns the rights to them. Well, the cool thing about it is if you go on over to Activision.com and you hit the little magnifying glass to search, type in Crash Bandicoot and see what happens. Well, it turns out, as you can see, that there is absolutely nothing to do with Crash Bandicoot on their website, which is pretty freaking interesting. So is there some kind of like backdoor agreement going on with Sony and Activision to where Sony's picking up Crash Bandicoot again? Guys, if you've never played Crash Bandicoot, it's a game that you have to play. I hope that they bring it out, especially with next-gen graphics. The nostalgia would be just probably almost unbearable. Another game kind of like that, the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, that was actually, they got it started on Kickstarter, is the Yooka-Laylee. It is like I guess an iguana with a bat, purple bat on top, which would kind of act as if how Kazooie did with the wings and the flapping and the flying. From what I understand, that game has actually been fully funded, and I don't know, we have no idea on a release date yet. But the cool thing about this game is that it was fully started out on Kickstarter, and it looks, I mean, it's happening. For all you people that wanted more and would like a next-gen Banjo-Kazooie that played it on N64, if you never played that one, you should play that game. It's absolutely fun. If you've got an Xbox account, you can actually download that game. It's also available on the Rare Replay also. Moving on, right after Halo drops next week, right after that will be a game called Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I expect the Call of Duty game much like I expect the seasons, kind of like, oh, it's spring, another Call of Duty game. Oh, it's spring again, and here's another Call of Duty game. That's just what I've come to expect when it comes to Call of Duty. But I never really expect a crazy game-changing experience. It seems like every game is maybe a different setting, but it's like completely regurgitated over and over and over. And the graphics are not that impressive. For you fanboys, I know you're probably going to harass me, but that's just how I feel. And I think that even some of you guys, if you're being honest with yourselves, you're going to say that it does seem that way, and there's not a lot changing. Well, the one thing that I'm very, very glad for is that the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is going to be exclusively for the next-gen systems. Guys, I'm sorry, if you do not have Xbox One or PS4, it may be the time to make that jump if you're a big Call of Duty fan. Because it does seem that the graphics have been stepped up dramatically. And even myself, as skeptical as I am about the Call of Duty series, I am really kind of excited to see what this game is looking like. And for those of you that don't have an Xbox One or a PS4, and it's just been a little too much money, I can understand that. This holiday season may be the time for you to make that change, and here's why. I actually had a leak courtesy of my friend Trevi. Shout out to you, buddy. He sent me a link that there is some rumors going that Dell is actually going to be having one of their lightning sales for Black Friday. And in that lightning sale, one of the particular ads that was found was that there was an Xbox One that came with 2 controllers, a 500 gig Xbox, 2 controllers, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and Fallout 4 for a hot buy of $299.99. Guys, that's pretty damn awesome. I don't know about you guys, but this may be the time for you to make that jump. And I really do hope that some of you can do that and find some deals. The thing I'll tell you is that that's just the first of many. The rumor is that there is going to be a lot of price cutting this holiday season for newer next-gen consoles. So that's going to leave the door wide open for some of you guys to actually get on that next-gen train. So anyway, that's my Freestyle Friday. Guys, I hope that you liked it. If you did, please hit like and then hit subscribe. Guys, please subscribe. It really does make a big difference for me. And if you hit like, it really makes a big difference for me. It lets me know what I'm doing is appreciated and that you guys actually like it. And it helps me want to bring more content. And in the comments, tell me if there's anything that you want me to do, anything that you want me to hit on, a particular topic, and I'll be happy to do so. That dislike button, just forget it's even there. Guys, I do appreciate it. Once again, thank you for watching. My name is JOYSTXZ. Y'all have a great day.